Hi guys, it's Erin. Today I want to take you guys on a mid-July farm and garden tour. Today felt like a perfect day because it's an absolutely gorgeous morning and so many things are in full bloom. It's just amazing right now. So I wanted to start up here. This is the St. Francis garden because these echinacea are just glorious right now. These are the Cheyenne Sky variety. I grew these from seed a couple years ago, and they have fully settled in and come into their own. And I could not be happier. There's something about this particular garden at this time of year that just makes me smile. So much of this garden in the early spring is pastel colors, pinks and soft purples. But when the season turns and all the spring flowers are gone, it gets all the rich, vibrant, warm colors of the summer take over, and it's just the best. So right here, this whole bed earlier this season had tulips and daffodils and ranunculus all blooming along here, and now it's being taken over by sedum and, well, the lamb's ear and the Dusty Miller have gone a little bonkers this year. But the daylilies, these are so fun. And then look at these guys. These are drumstick allium. Aren't they just the most fun? They start out this green color, the whole thing, and they slowly turn purple and then bloom, and they're just so much fun. I'm really excited that we grew these. So this Dusty Miller, I have a wedding coming up and I'm going to cut a whole lot of this for the wedding bouquets. But we have, look at this, bee balm is going bonkers. It's just everything. I need to pull out the allium blooms, but I left them there for a while until everything caught up. But it's just so full. These guys, see, aren't these just so pretty? These daylilies, oh, they're so good. And these orange ones, these guys, I think in the very near future, these are rose campion. I'm gonna come in and deadhead all of these because they're getting to the end of their blooms and they're just huge, and I just need to cut them back because I've showed this before, but we have hydrangeas back here that are hidden. All of the hostas are looking pretty. We planted out some coleus out here that we grew from seed this spring or this winter. These are all looking gorgeous. I'm real happy with this little shady bed. All these astilbe are starting to fully bloom out. We have so many beautiful things right here. We planted earlier this season, this is a false hydrangea vine, and I was worried about it because it does get some pretty direct afternoon sun from this direction, but it has settled in and it's putting out all kinds of new growth, so I think it'll be all right. John beautifully finished this patio. I've been talking about it for quite a while. John, he's so good. He built this whole trellis and we've been living with it with just a dirt floor and weeds for a long time, but he finished off the patio, and I think it's just a great place to hang out in the afternoon. Okay, back over here. So this whole bed is just full of beautiful shade plants. Some of them, like this poor little hosta, my dogs tend to sit in this garden because it's nice and shady in the afternoon, and they've smashed that. They've smashed the saxifrage, and now they moved on to this saxifrage and that fern. But you know, you take the good with the bad. This fern right here I'm really excited about. It's supposed to get like 8 feet tall. John found it and planted it, and it's really pretty. All of the hellebore that John cut back so severely earlier in the season has come back, and it's looking really good. Some of them have even bloomed since then. Look at that guy. Oh, it's so good. Oh, these are so beautiful. I just love hellebore so much. Before we go this way, I want to take you over here. The rest of these, the heuchera, they're looking okay. All these Japanese maples, this guy got a little bit burnt, but I think we just need to water it a bit more. It's time for me to take out the foliage from the leucogym from the spring. We have roses blooming and all the rest of the Japanese maples. This little guy is so good. This one is got all kinds of crazy new growth. Oh, I love it so much. And then this one, isn't that pretty? And the GM's still going. John cut it way back. It was kind of, it was getting pretty tired, so we cut it way back, but it's already putting out fresh blooms. And then all of our blue spruce looks happy. And all these guys, this little bed is so fun. The lady's mantle we grew from seed. We moved out the Canterbury bells and put in this peony. It's looking a little sad, but it's just establishing. It'll be just fine. This euonymus is happy, feverfew. These are scabiosa, the perennial fama blue, I think, that I grew from seed. And again, back to the echinacea. Gosh, this is just so fun. I love it so much. And then this is the terracotta yarrow. They're so good. And our smoke bush. This smoke bush is going to come out. We may or may not try to move it, but it's definitely coming out of this spot this season. And we're going to plant it. We're going to fill that hole with this hydrangea. We got this at the farmer's market from one of our friends, another vendor. It's just so pretty. It won't stay pink here because our soil is so acidic, but it'll be blue or purple, which I can't wait for. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Look at these guys. Planted these in a video. This honeysuckle, oh, it's going to love its life right here. And these are I forgot to show, these are our hardy fuchsias, and they look so happy. Cut them way back at the beginning of the season and they're flushing out just nicely. There were so many birds in this garden. Okay, let's go see the other side. We are going to have to contend with some sprinkler action this morning, trying to get everything watered before it gets hot. Okay, so this side, the astilbe, again, they're getting started blooming. It's time. I'm going to cut out the bleeding hearts here, but look at these guys. They have taken over. Daylilies. They never used to be my favorite, but they really have a beautiful impact in this garden. And a random regular lily that just found its way here somehow. I blame squirrels. The heuchera down here, I say it every time, but this one's my absolute favorite of all that we have. These dark ones are really pretty. These guys are burning. They definitely need more protection in the summer. And then more GM and another soft yellow daylily. So good. And even the lavender that I moved out of a pot just randomly stuck here is blooming. It's so pretty. Don't look at that. My lilies are done. I need to cut them down and fix up this whole bed. Okay. Let's come back around to the front up here. Hey, look at the sprinklers. So this is the front of our greenhouse, you can see. But this little bed that this bench that John found and put together for me, we've got lots of petunias, some geraniums. Oh, here comes the sprinkles. That's okay, it's gonna be pretty toasty. the geranium are starting to bloom. I think I'm going to cut back a lot of these petunias so that they don't overpower. But this is a heliotrope. I'm really looking forward to this one blooming because it's going to smell incredible. This side of the porch too, these are all hydrangeas that I took cuttings. They're all limelight, so they're not patented, and they're just so pretty. I've been growing them on for these two for a couple years, these two for just a year, and then hopefully maybe this fall, maybe next spring, I'll get them in the ground. And these all are a bunch of chrysanthemums that I bought. I bought cuttings, rooted cuttings, and they're all really happy, but haven't figured out where to plant them yet. That's one thing about us gardeners. There's a lot of times that I will buy plants without actually having a plan, but I will find a home for them and they'll be gorgeous. Some of them in the bigger pots, they'll probably even bloom in the pots this fall. Oh, we're gonna dodge the sprinkler because I want to show you. This is the perennial garden, one of them that we built together this spring. This is the coral berry. We have echinacea and lupin getting going. Oop, I gotta move. All of these little lobelias. These are chrysanthemums or painted daisies. They do this in the morning, and then when the sun hits them, they open up wide. We've got lots of growth in here. Look at even blooming lupins. Ah, they're so good. Everything's looking really healthy. I can't wait. Even these guys. And another lupin. And this is where we put the clematis. So this garden that was absolutely nothing, just some cardboard and compost and a bunch of tiny seedlings, is filling in beautifully. Okay, so talked about this in a recent video, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. This whole bed is getting cleared out, aside from up here where the daffodils are, and will become entirely echinacea garden. So I'm really looking forward to that. As you can tell by the echinacea up there, they're so gorgeous. So yeah, this whole mess going away. John's moving sprinklers. Okay, man, doesn't this just look great? I know the lighting's kind of weird because it's morning. Quick look over here. I still have sunflowers. I still have some to get in the ground, but needed to take a break from doing that kind of work. My back was kind of mad at me. Zinnias, not a whole lot of it. I struggled this year with getting this round in, but they are growing. Cosmos, I don't have a lot, but you don't really need a lot. They'll produce like crazy. And then these are all amaranth, red leaf hibiscus, and apple of Peru. All these are different kinds of amaranth, and they're just hitting their stride, so they're growing like crazy right now. I do want to show you the update on that Vigo Easy Cube self-watering garden. This porch, we're hosting a going away party for my nephew today, so the porch is all set up for a party. But this guy, it's time for me to refill it, but it's done fairly well. All the tomatoes have fruit. The only thing that's not happy is the parsley, but that's understandable considering how hot it's been. I gotta clean that up. But look at all these tomatoes. They're very happy. But I need to refill it. You can see right here, it's at the line that says refill. So I'll do that today and water it all in, make sure it's all good for the week. It has been lasting a couple of weeks between filling, and if it rains, it's even longer. So, so far so good with this guy. Oh, I love our yard so much. Okay, these are all the seedlings I've been starting in videos recently. Look at these guys. These are all the kale. They're about ready to go out. These are all the Canterbury bells. More kale. And Sean's got beans. Oh, I need to water in these. In that one anyway. Yeah, these all need water. These all have to move off the deck today. Let's head around to the entryway garden, as we call it, that leads us into the field. Our shrubs are happy with life. I'm gonna prune the heck out of these and start using them for bouquets, partly to shrink them down. We do have a plan. I was going to tell you. So we do have a plan. This little fire pit and this spot in the garden has been a place where since we built the house 13 years ago, this has been a spot where we really like to hang out. But as you can probably tell, it's kind of sloped and it's all wonky. The fire pit's falling apart. So we hired a contractor. This fall, he's going to come in and build a solid patio with a fire pit in the middle and a bench seating that kind of tucks into the hillside there. I'm really, really excited for that to happen, and I can't wait to show you guys when they show up and start doing the work. Oh, this is a long time coming, and I'm really happy about it. Okay, this garden, I cut back all of the ladies' mantle that was going crazy. It was just huge and overwhelming, so I cut it all back and it looks a lot better. I do plan to, this fall or maybe in the spring, move these guys that are back here more consolidated up here, just so that I have room to put bigger stuff back here. This tree, John replaced the chocolate mimosa. It was here and it was not thriving, so he got a new one and put it there. The old one he planted back over there, so we'll see if it survives. He has a hard time, like me, just pulling plants and letting them go. He wants to try and make it survive. We've also got all these Dahlia seedlings. They were all from seed that we saved last season. They're doing pretty good. Some are starting to bloom. I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like. Oh, so fun. And John's crazy sunflowers. We've got some really pretty yarrow starting to bloom. And daylilies, the phlox that we planted. Just everything, a little GM. This GM, like the ladies' mantle, I'm going to move up with that one. But not this time of year. Oh, so good. I have found that the tiger eye sumac is popping up runners they show up way out here in different places all over. So we're just pulling them every time we see them and hoping for the best. If it gets too unruly, we'll replace it or take it out. This is phlox. This is a white phlox that we planted a couple years ago. It's really happy. Hopefully it's going to bloom for the wedding in a couple of weeks. I plan to use all of that. And just the archway, the roses are blooming and everything over here. The only thing that's really blooming right now is the daylily, which I think they're so cute. But it looks really happy. Everything in here. Oh, I'm so happy. This garden has gotten exponentially better every year. And then into the field, the wisteria is it's growing like crazy. We've got it growing up this way. I need to prune back, I think, some of these lower branches and try to get it to grow more along the fence line so it doesn't impede the gate. Okay, into the field. So I've talked about this recently too, the plans for all of this area. Boxwoods will stay the same, but these will be much nicer, more maintained perennial beds, and this should all be lupin. And like I said, I'm not going to go over it all, but because I just did the video. But these first 2 or 3 beds are going to turn into perennials also. But I just want to show you what's out here right now. Besides some kind of crazy weeds. I'm working on it though, I promise. Look at these. Oh, I love me some larkspur. I did plant these last fall and only a few actually came up and bloomed. But the feverfew is looking happy. I've got bupleurum right now. These are fantastic filler. The agrostemma, she's already blooming out. It's been so hot lately. And everything else down here is just weeds that need to just get mowed down. But these guys I intend to use in bouquets in the next couple weeks. This whole bed is just perennial or biennials that are done for. I cut the heck out of my sweet rocket and the Canterbury bells the last few weeks, and they're all done. I just need to tear it all out. And then if you saw the last market video, all of these Snapdragons were doing so good. They're about done for this round. Some of them will still be blooming, but most of them have bloomed out. Oh, you see all the Snapdragons. I'm hoping I have a good chunk of them left to do the wedding in a couple weeks, but we'll see. I do have volunteer cosmos, which I am 100% leaving in place. These are cress. These I'm also saving for the wedding. Sunflowers, they're starting to put up buds. Hopefully some of them bloom again for that wedding. I was counting on them, so cross your fingers for me. The rest of these have all flopped over or have been cut, and I need to just pull all these out of the ground so they're not a problem. I might wait though until after the wedding, because some of these, even though they're single stem, and I've cut off the stem if you can see that, but they have put out side shoots, and I may be able to use the side shoots for the wedding because I don't need super long stems for most of it. This was a valiant attempt at Lysianthus. It's always a nemesis. I don't think I'm trying it again. Maybe if I cut or if I buy starts, but it's just, yeah, I haven't had any luck with them at all. And my weeds, my goodness, they have just, along with everything else starting to bloom, the weeds have gone insane and I have not been able to keep up. That end of the field, I got a long ways with the weeds, but not this end. Haven't got here yet. But we have asters. Oh, look at those. These are mostly the Tower series. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so beautiful. I will cut stems and they'll put out shorter side shoots. I'm hoping I can get them to last. Oh, for the wedding. Also, I'm going to end up having to buy some flowers because the weather's been weird and I have to make sure I have what I need. Okay, so all these asters, some of these, like these haven't even put out the buds yet, but they should in the near future. It's supposed to be, oh geez, up into the 90s next week. So I got one strong week of growth to get everything out of the garden. And then the following week I'll be cutting flowers and making arrangements. And I will take you guys along with that whole process. These are all, aside from my weeds, these are all foxglove that we planted at the beginning of the season. They're supposed to bloom on the first season, so hopefully in the near future, some of these will start putting out bloom stalks. But look at our zinnias. They love this heat more than any other flower that I have. By far. Look at them. They're just huge. The first cut's always the biggest. So pretty. Look at these guys. Oh man. I love it. These are going to be a huge part of the wedding flowers. All these, see, this is the reason I talked about it earlier in the year when I was planning out the garden. These colors I chose specifically for wedding work and for wholesale. And my goodness, look at this. Look at the shape of those petals. Oh man, they look, this time of year, this first cut, they look to me a lot like dahlias. They're just huge, huge blooms. Oh, they're so good. And all these colors, these soft pastel-y colors, even the coral orange ones are still pretty soft. I think these are the queen lime with orange. And just plain old lime, pinks and purples. And these soft pastel-y ones, these are all the Dahlia or the Floret series dahlias. Oh, aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? This makes me happy. These are also the Queen Lime series. Queen Lime with blush, I believe. Or no, this is the lemony lime, queen lemon, something like that. These are the Queen Lime with blush. You see that color combo? Oh, it's so good. And then more of the Floret Zinnias. They're so pretty. Our bee balm back here, it's starting to put up its bloom panicles. I'm hoping again in a couple weeks these will be starting to bloom. There's definitely some blooms coming. And then can you see all the Lavaterra? When I cut these, I'll add to the video how I cut them and when I cut them so that hopefully you guys can. I had a couple people ask me how to handle these guys. So, wow. Look at these. These guys will continue, because this bloom will fade, but it'll continue. Each one of these is another bloom, so it'll continue to put out flowers, kind of like a Cosmo, and they have a similar vibe as a Cosmo. They're just a bit more delicate. Oh, these make me happy. This color in particular, this is the, oh, I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen, but this one screams wedding to me. Soft, pale pink. Oh, and these should be perfect because they're just starting to bloom. These will be so good. I will rely on these for a lot of the wedding work. Look at that. They look like little hibiscus flowers. Then the white ones. Just getting going, just in time. These ones are a little bit different. These are Malapi. They grow in the same sort of way. Their petals just don't come all the way together. I'm not exactly sure what the real difference is, but these are Malapi. Those are all Lavaterra. Look at that color though. Isn't it gorgeous? Man, I need to just come out here and take pictures. They're so pretty. These are one of my favorites for this time of year for sure. Oh, look at that field, looks so good. Oh, yay. I should get some drone shots, huh? And then the dahlias. So I did get out here and do real hard weeding out here. Cleaned them all up. They look so much better. So much happier. They have room now. We've got some blooms. This guy is a variety that I grew from seed a few years ago, back in 23. It doesn't have a name yet. It's called 2301 right now. It was the first bloom that I saved from 2023 from seed grown dahlias. I love this color. If you have any ideas for naming this one, let me know. She's so pretty and she's very prolific. I love it. Let's see what other flowers we got. This one is lights out. It's just getting started. Hopefully in a couple weeks, all these little blooms will be blooming. This one is called Chickadee. This one is cool because every single flower will be different. It'll have lighter pink and white stripe or color changing on every single flower. They will all be different. Oh, this one. Ooh, can you see that? I've got some aphid action I need to take care of. Got to do that today. This one is called American Dawn. Look at that sort of orangey color. That sort of orangey color with the purple center. Oh, so beautiful. See what else we got. Oh, this cute little one. It's called Fatima. It'll be a tiny ball. Oh, what are they called? I can't think of the name. But this, it's like a hot pink. The camera does not capture the color as it should. It's like super hot pink. This guy is Sunkissed. This will be a huge flower once it blooms fully. Huge, big dinner plate. You can see this chickadee. See, it's got a different coloring a little bit than the other one did. All of these are, yeah, they're looking good. Oh, we even have, looky here, Cafe au lait. I need to cut this one out so these other ones will bloom. This is my pink water lily. This is a really good staple. This one got mixed in with my water lilies. I don't remember which one it is. I'll have to look it up. But it's really pretty. Oh, so good. And a whole bunch of the rest of these are just putting on blooms. So they also like this weather. So they should be doing pretty good in the near future. This one. This is Marn. She's just getting up and going. Oh. Okay. Dahlias, it's time. So excited. Okay, this whole row is all black-eyed Susans or Rudbeckia, aside from the occasional forget-me-not that's self-seeded. These guys are also just getting started. Oh, I love these colors. This section right here, this is all Indian summer, so they're all just the big classic yellow flower, yellow petaled flowers. This whole section is the Sahara varieties. So it'll have all, it's hard to tell, but it'll have all kinds of different soft colors, soft beiges and yellows and browns and even reds. And these are also just getting started. I have neglected to put up any trellising, which I know that I'm going to regret. So that's on my list to hopefully get some done in the near future, though it's not top priority. Top priority is getting everything ready for the wedding. Okay, this row, as you can see, and we harvested last week some, these are status. This is called a rat tail status or status suawarii, however you say it. Love these, they're fun. Customers love them also. And then our regular statuses, this is the apricot set. All of these, this section is all apricot. Look at these white ones. Look at it, bumblebee fell asleep. So this whole bit for the wedding, actually both, because these blend well with any color palette, the apricot and then the white, obviously. And this section, there's some mixed. We have yellows and blues and purples. This is the Johnny's, their blend, their mixed blend. Lots of white in there too, so lots of good filler. And then our straw flowers. These guys, 'tis the season. I love them. These guys will put out so many blooms. I decided this year, because last year I had an entire 40-foot bed of these. And it was more than I could handle and more than I needed. So I only halved it. Same with the status. I had a full bed of status and a full bed of straw flowers, and I did not use as much as I had. So we halved it. So those are looking good. These are starting to really put on blooms. And if you're not familiar with straw flower, these are one of the classic best dried flowers that you could possibly have. I'll use the heck out of these for the boutonnieres and the corsages because they're gorgeous dried flowers and they don't need to be left in water. They will stay perfectly beautiful outside of the water, just on a lapel or on a wrist or what have you. They're just the best. The status will also help with that. And I have a lot of those to make. Oh, and a flower crown. These, gosh, they're so pretty. I know it's harder to see. Look at those. These like the painted daisies, these will open up when the sun hits them. Oh, and the feverfew that never stops. I learned last year that if you don't cut back your feverfew and it goes to seed, it will be everywhere in your garden, and that's happening to me right now. This bed I cleaned out once and all the weeds have grown back, so I have to get back to that. This row, these are all celosia and basil, which are weird weather. They haven't done as well as I would hope, but that's okay. They're starting. I just need to pinch them and let them grow. I just won't have any for the wedding. This is Ami, or Ami, I don't know how you say it. These are specifically grown for the wedding. They're just frothy, beautiful stems. The bride wants baby's breath, and I will get some of that. I'll buy some from our local co-op or exchange, but I won't use all baby's breath. These are gonna supplement because they're just, I mean, how pretty is that? Very airy. And my Cerinthe, I'm putting some of this up for the wholesale exchange that I am part of this weekend, and the rest of it I'm holding on to for the wedding. I'll just be quiet for a second. Can you hear the bees? Bees love honeywort. This color, let me see if I can shade it. I can never get over it. It's just such a beautiful shade of purple and blue and green. It's just the best. Some of this is going to seed, which is unfortunate. That heat, man, it just does it. And then these two beds, this is my scented geranium. This is the chocolate geraniums, the chocolate scented geraniums. These are really great. The color is super fun and people like it a lot. And then my eucalyptus that we grew from seed. They're pretty small yet, but by the end of August, these will be doing great, and I'll be cutting from them at that point. Not really before, they'll stay too small for that. Oh, that's the field. So beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to take you around. Actually, I'm going to go this way, and we're going to go look at the rest of the gardens. Oh, that's the best. I wanted to take you back here and show you that of all those dahlias that we planted, a whole bunch of them have sprouted. These were all the gift dahlias from one of my market customers. So far, so good. Hopefully in August we'll have some blooms and see what they look like. So fun. So fun. And then back here real quick, all of our mock orange and everything that we planted in this early spring. We went up to Christensen's nursery, and the deer have been hungry. Nice. This was one of the viburnum. This was flowering dogwood. It's really happy right here, so hopefully next year we'll get some blooms. But all of these mock orange, they bloomed so well this spring. I was not expecting that because they were fresh, bare root plants, but man, did they perform. Can't wait for them to get big and I can cut from them. John found these. These are a Clarkia. Isn't that a pretty color? Back there, we planted all those things, but it's just there's a willow tree and whatnot that's doing pretty good over there, so I won't spend much time there. I just wanted to show you how happy all these shrubs were. Same with this one. This is another dogwood, and this viburnum, this Korean spice, this guy bloomed its head off this spring also. Okay, let's go around, man. Look at that. Let's go around and check out the rest of the gardens. Okay, starting back here, as valiant as my effort may have been, the cosmos and zinnias that we planted back here just got eaten by the birds. They never had a chance, and a couple of them popped up and either the slugs or the birds got them. So we're just gonna let this sit and try again next year. John did put, this is a perennial bachelor button, and hopefully it'll like that spot and it can spread itself around here. Oh, I love our gardens. All of the foxglove this season, the wild, grew like crazy. Every one of these seed pods will have like hundreds of seed, and you can see how many little seed pods are on each of these stems. We're gonna have a lot of foxglove in the future. Okay, this is our cottage garden, as we call it. It's looking really happy. John took out a couple trees and limbed everything up over here, so it's getting more sunlight than it had been for years, and I think most everything is loving it. I wanted to show you this. This is one of the green twister echinacea that I planted grew from seed. This is another one. Oh, it's happy. I love that green color with the purple. Just some sage, the roses, and this hydrangea are just a gorgeous combination. Some of this will be cut for the wedding on the back side. And then just a bunch of beautiful things. The penstemon, the scabiosa, more roses. I need to cut back, I think, the honeysuckle vine this year and give it a chance to regrow, because it didn't do as well. The flowers kind of faded before they really bloomed this season. So I want to make sure that it's got what it needs. The Daphne, on the other hand, has bloomed like crazy, and this smells gorgeous. Can you see it, all these blueberries? It's bonkers. That plant is the happiest blueberry we have. Hardy geraniums. Oh, this is a foxglove stem. It was reaching for the sun. We got blueberries. Look at this hydrangea. It is so vibrant blue. This one is really happy that it's getting some more sun now. This one, sadly though, I am going to cut all these stems for the wedding. They want blue hydrangeas. They're getting blue hydrangeas. And a dogwood. But yeah, this used to be just a wall of pine tree that was really pretty in the wintertime, but this time of year it blocked all the sun in early afternoon on for this whole garden, and it just didn't thrive with that kind of situation. Some of it did. The plants on that side did okay, but this over here did not. So revamp coming. We've got all those hydrangeas. I've got some more hydrangeas coming, so there will be plants in here. Same with this area. None of it was really thriving in here. Even this rhodie, and rhodies are the state flower of Washington, and this guy never bloomed until this year, until these trees came down and it got sunshine and it bloomed. It's amazing what a little sun will do. Just a quick look back here. This is where John put a couple more sweet shrub and a dogwood. And then his little experimental garden. These are little asters. These little fences sort of that John put up here is just to try and keep the dogs from running straight through it. It doesn't work really well, but it's worth a shot. These wildflower daisies, these are all looking super happy. These, I planted a bunch of these in that bed over by the greenhouse, so this will happen eventually there too. And then this little guy, he has such funny little experimental gardens. I love it. These are all sweet corn. Look at that bee. What are you doing, bee? Sunflowers, obviously. He's got some squash that are actually blooming down there. So much fun. And then over here. So early this season, we built this little garden and this little garden. Nothing's really gone in here yet except for this this mint. I like the variegated leaves on it, and mint around here will take over the world. So hopefully in the next year or two, this whole thing will be mint like that. Let's see where the sprinkler goes, because I want to show you this garden. Okay, we're good. So this is the other pollinator garden that we threw wildflower seeds out in here. I did come in recently and plant, I had a bunch of Sweet William dianthus that needed a home, so I put a bunch of these here and here. But other than that, this is all tossed in seed. We have lots of poppies. The California poppies, these big poppies, Shirley poppies, I think. Look at these guys. We've got marigolds, more bachelor buttons and poppies and alyssum. So much fun. Look at all these guys. Oh, I can't wait. And more sunflowers. John loves his sunflowers. Bachelor buttons. This is such a beautiful little garden space. All these guys. Some of it I don't know what it is, really, but it's gonna be good. It's so pretty already. Everything's kind of flopping over because of the sprinkler, but they'll stand right back up. I was talking about the foxglove. This guy, I'm 5'2". I don't know, it's probably 8 feet tall. Okay, a couple more spots and then we'll wrap this up. I'm sure this is gigantic long. Sorry, guys. The veggie garden. I don't know if I can beat the sprinkler in here. Most of this is all done. The iris is just, I need to probably cut it back. These are all the veggies that we planted this spring. We ate most of the lettuce and it was delicious. The arugula never really came up. I let my broccoli go to seed, that's sad. But I've been eating the kale. The kale looks gorgeous right now. This is Italian kale. Look at this monster beet. I forgot about it and it's literally six inches wide. Carrots are good. This is cucumber, so hopefully soon it'll start putting on flowers. These are the corn. These are the multicolored popcorn. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's supposed to be really pretty. I'm looking forward to what that looks like. We have more. We have more blueberries. And then everything over here is about done. I pulled the garlic out of this bed. These are cilantro flowers. The onions, I don't know, they didn't really thrive from seed for me. Maybe next year I'll just do sets. But these ones were sets and they're looking pretty good. Not quite ready to pull yet, but they shouldn't be. More of the green twister echinacea. I'm going to end up using some of this in the wedding. The delphinium that I just love. Started a lot of those from seed the other day. Some calendula. These are squash that hopefully we'll start getting some growth out of these. they're putting on blooms, so hopefully we'll eat them or get them to eat soon. Now that it's heated up, it probably will. A bunch of tomatoes. And then these are all gladiolas that I don't think are going to bloom in time. They'll bloom later this season, but not in time for the wedding, and I need some gladiolas, so I will have to order some in, hopefully from our local exchange if they have them. Though they have the same weather that I do, so we'll see. All of these lilies, same thing. I was hoping to have some. We might have a couple, but not necessarily a lot. And these are more bee balm that we started from seed. A couple years ago. They're starting to put on flowers, so we might have some of those for the wedding. Okay, and I want to look at this real quick before I turn the water back on. This poor hydrangea, I did not cut it back this season. I should have. And it's suffering in the heat a little bit. There's a lot of really nice blooms still in there that I'm going to cut. I think I'm going to cut the whole thing way back here in in a week and a half when I cut all my flowers for the wedding. Just cut the whole thing back and let it rejuvenate. The sedum looks pretty happy. The trumpet vines are trying to take over the world. And these guys, as beautiful as these are, be wary of them. They will spread like crazy. These are crocosmia. They are really pretty though. So if you have a contained space like this garden, it's a good spot to have them. This is the only heather that my husband likes because it's not purple. It's really pretty. This is one of the lilacs we planted early this season, and lavender that we planted from seed, this one. It's all looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna go turn the water back on and then we'll look at the rest of the gardens over here. If you hear a high-pitched sound, I think that's John vacuuming. So I wanted to start right here because look at these supertunias. I did a video early this spring when we planted all of these, and there's 8 tiny little quart-size pots. Little guys, just little bitty guys, and they look too far apart, but holy smokes, look at them go. 8 plants have filled in this whole space. I need to fertilize. John's even had to cut them back from the grass. These are just crazy performers. And we still have a couple more months of growing for them to do. So highly recommend bubblegum supertunia. We have a little bit of a path here. The dogs were chasing a mouse and ran straight through the garden. We have dahlias blooming. These just overwintered. This delphinium I just cut back. This is a Proven Winners Daisy May daisies. They've gone also really, really crazy. Gorgeous blooms. The flowers are starting to flop over because of the overhead watering that they've gotten recently, so I'm clean all those up, and then it won't be too far before it's time to cut the whole thing back. The salvia, these guys have been blooming almost non-stop since a couple months ago, and the bees adore them. I have some more phlox that has flopped, but this is its first year, so it's just getting itself established. More dahlia down there. The lilies are getting ready. Everything in here is looking really happy. Look at how much growth has come on this guy. It's not supposed to get very big, but it's sure trying. Let's see. This is another dahlia that's growing kind of crazy. More phlox. A lot of things have kind of petered out. It's that lull in between flushes of perennials. This is another hydrangea that was over in another garden bed and it was just getting eaten apart. Put it in a pot and brought it over here, and it's much, much happier. These are some veronica that we just got and just planted. All of our geraniums are starting to bloom. I'm super excited about that. And the phlox, these hot pink phlox. Oh, look at this. This echinacea here, I moved from the bedroom garden over to here, and it's handling it fairly well. Look at this peachy colored penstemon. Penstemon? I think it's penstemon. I always get penstemon and salvia mixed up in my head. It's so pretty. This one overwintered from last year. Oh, look at that color. How vibrant. It's so good. And then the mint, there's a couple things back here I want to show you. Look at these guys. We ended up putting sweet peas back here, and look, they're doing pretty good. The top of them gets a lot of sun. The bottom part gets shaded by the trees, so they're pretty happy, and they're starting to put on some seed pods. These are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this whole garden. There you go. Okay, and then I want to look at the front porch pots. Man, these are so good. Some of these stems will go in the wedding. Look at these guys. This one has been here for a few years, and it's well established under there, so it always pops up early. Oh. Okay, look at the pots up here, and that'll do it. My eucalyptus is struggling a bit, but I don't know. It wants to be in the ground, but I can't put it in the ground. This rose, this is Woolerton Old Hall. It smells delicious. We have more echinacea. I think this is more green twister. These are the chocolate cosmos. They really do smell like chocolate. Highly recommend. They're also really happy with the heat that we've had. These are my Agastaki. No, it's a root beer hyssop. These guys, they're beyond being beautiful. The leaves, when you rub them and smell the leaves, they smell like root beer. Like, no kidding, they smell like root beer. I bought a bunch of this seed so I can start a whole bunch of these and put them out with the mint in that other garden, because they're also really great in bouquets. Oh, so good. More chocolate. I wanted, when you sit here, to be able to smell that flower. This guy. And then we have this was the flowering maple. It's doing okay. These guys, Super Tunias, always happy. It's not a Vista, so it's not as crazy, thankfully, because it's in a smaller pot. These are the Bidens. They look really cute, I think, on this little corner of the porch. All these phlox. This phlox has been here forever, and it is happy with its life right here. We have, this is all oregano, Bordeaux, and geraniums that we grew from seed. I love that color so much. And more Super Tunias. Aren't they pretty? We have a couple daylilies back here. And then this is just, yeah. We have lilies that have been here forever. More crocosmia. They really are beautiful, and they love the heat. Daphne, and then these guys. Super Tunia, Vesta. It's not fuchsia. Oh, jazzberry. I like to put these on either side of the garage because they're such a striking impact when you pull up to the house. Aren't they good? And these are boxwoods back here. It has cute little variegation on the petal or the leaves. Both of them do for some reason. Maybe because we're neglecting them in some way, but I think it looks good. Okay guys, I think that's gonna do it for this tour. You've seen the whole place. It's probably super long, I'm sorry about that. But I couldn't pass up showing you all the blooms that are everywhere. If you have any ideas or thoughts on what we can grow, what we should try, what you love to have in your garden, I'd love to hear about it. And any ideas for naming that dahlia that's out in the field, our 2301, that has been doing really well for a couple years and I haven't named yet. That would be great. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you're enjoying your gardens right now. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.